Hello viewers, welcome to Excel Health Arena. Still on natural methods of family planning, and we've talked about coitus interruptus, that is withdrawal method. We were on calculation of the safe period by virtue of calendar method of natural family planning. Calendar method, whereby you calculate, and I said on the average a woman has 28 days cycle. Not all women. There are women that have 21 days. There are those that have up to 35 days. So you have to identify your own length of time between the last menstrual period and the beginning of the next menstrual period. That is the phase, the cycle. So you must be able to identify the number of days you have in between those 2 months. And that will determine how you are going to calculate it. So now, when you menstruate, you start menses day 1 to day 4. Menses usually finishes day 4. Now I said day 5 to like day 9, the person may be safe. Most likely, most of the time will be safe. Anything from day 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, because she's expecting to ovulate day 14th, the 14th day after the menses have started. So if she expects to ovulate on the 14th day after starting menses, for somebody that has 28 days cycle, then 4 days plus 14 days, 4 days or 5 days before she ovulates on day 14, she must not have unprotected intercourse. If not, if the sperm has been released on day 10 of menses, day 10 of menses, or 11, day 12, or day 13, any day from day 10, if the sperm has been released and the egg is now released on day 14, the sperm is still capable of fertilizing the egg that is released on day 14, because sperm has tendency to live for between 3 and 5 days. And also I now want to say that after the ovulation day on day 14th, if the woman also has intercourse day 14, that's ovulation day, she will get pregnant. If she has intercourse day 15, the second day, she will get pregnant, because the egg has tendency to live also for 3 to 5 days. So that means after day 14, the middle day, after day 14 that she ovulates, 4 to 5 days after, she must not also have intercourse, because the egg that has been shed on day 14 can still be fertilized by a freshly coming egg, either on that same day 14 or day 15 or day 16 or day 17 or day 18. 5 days from the ovulation day, day 14. So 5 days after the ovulation day, the egg can still be fertilized by the sperm that will be released during that period. So she's not safe. That means if you calculate for 28 day cycle woman, if you calculate from the middle, day 14, when egg is supposed to be shed, 5 days before the medium day when egg is supposed to be shed, 5 days before, 5 days after, there is high tendency of pregnancy. For those that want to get pregnant, that period is the best period. Few days before ovulation, few days after ovulation, or ovulation day is the best period to have intercourse so as to get pregnant. For those that do not want to get pregnant, avoid intercourse during those days. 5 days before ovulation day, 5 days after ovulation day, avoid intercourse. And then after 5 days, before another menstrual cycle will come, if the woman has intercourse, most likely, in most instances, she will not get pregnant. So we need to understand that, and that is the calculation or calendar method of natural family planning. And the disadvantage is that if the cycle is not regular, it's very difficult for a woman to rely on that as a method of family planning. And educated and highly motivated, cooperative and responsible couple can only use this method, because it has to involve the two of them, both husband and wife, have to really be interested in calculating and, making sure that the woman does not get pregnant. It's not about, okay, the wife wants to do it, the husband is not interested. It has, tó bá nílò kẹ́ mú bírò àti ìwé kẹ́ lè calculate. Okay, it takes the woman time to calculate for few months, for like about 6 months. The woman must be able to determine what number of cycle she has. So you will observe, take pen on the calendar, you mark it this month. When did I start menses? When did I finish? Okay, you tick it. Then the next month, when your menses comes, the first day of that menses, you tick it. You now look at the distance. You look at the number of days between the first day of menses in the last month and the first day of menses in this month. So you will be able to calculate the number of days. That is when you know the cycle number of days of the cycle, whether it is 28 days, whether it is more than 28 days. So when it is more than 28 days, you need to put plus or minus, because you cannot base it on 28-day cycle. If it is 30 days, that means ovulation time most likely will be day 15, not day 14. If you have 32 days cycle, that means ovulation day will be like day 16 and not day 14. So that will be 5 days before day 16 and 5 days after day 16. During that period, the woman is highly fertile and can get pregnant. So that is what it means. Then it is not applicable during postnatal period. Failure rate is about 9%. So that is 9 out of 100 couples have a failed method when they used this type of method. That is by implication. And some complications that are associated with this, there could be ectopic pregnancy and there could be embryonic abnormalities. Those are, except for those, there are no common complications like that. Now, let's go to those ones that require physiological changes. One, we talk about those with change in body temperature. So when a woman is ovulating, depending on your cycle, the number of days of your cycle, when a woman is ovulating, during that ovulation period, the body temperature increases, because basal body metabolism increases. The body, function increases. During that period, temperature of the body increases, and the woman is able to identify that, mo feel pé temperature of me, you may need to check your temperature irregularly for some time to be able to identify your normal temperature in most instances, even though there are other factors that could be responsible for a change in temperature. But at that point in time, over time, the woman will be able to identify when her temperature is high in the month, and that is most likely suggesting that she's ovulating at that period. Another thing is that the mucus, the secretion that comes out of the body of the woman, it has a characteristic look. It looks like the egg white part of the egg. If you break an egg now, an unboiled egg, you know that it has the egg white and the egg yolk. So now the white is the one that is surrounding the egg yolk. That egg white, it is transparent in nature, and you can see that the consistency, it's also slimy, thick and slimy. That is how the secretion that comes from the woman's body looks and feels like when she's ovulating. It is a little bit thicker than the egg white, quite all right. It is a little bit thicker, and you will see that it is chewing gummy in nature. The way you feel it, it feels like a soft, very soft chewing gum. Okay, very soft gum. So that is how it feels. And when a woman brings out secretion that feels and looks like that, it is suggesting that that woman is ovulating at that period. And if the woman has the intercourse, she will most likely get pregnant, except there are other factors that will not allow pregnancy to take place. Maybe the sperm condition is not okay, or some other factors. Maybe even after the pregnancy has occurred and the pregnancy is able to sit in the uterus, maybe some other things happen eventually that will not allow the pregnancy to stay. So except for that, most likely naturally the woman is expected to get pregnant.